Welcome to my How to Play Elemental Shaman for Beginners Edition and World of Warcraft, guys. Today we're gonna talk about all the we're getting a tons of procs, dude. Today we're gonna talk about how to deal as much damage as possible with Elemental Shaman, right? And I'm gonna make it super simple and super fast so you guys can just follow along and start pumping those insane lava bursts everywhere, right? Alright, so the first trick that you need to know for Elemental Shaman and Dragonflight is that your damage comes from lava bursts. How do you get tons of free instant cast lava bursts? It's super easy. You just press Flame Shock. That's literally it. And the more Flame Shocks that you got active on targets, the more chances that you have to actually proc your free instant lava burst. All right, so that means more damage. Okay, there's a bunch of tricks to actually increase the rate at which you are spitting out those lava bursts, and I'm gonna talk about those tricks later on in the video. Okay, so alright, so now that you know about this flame shock and lava burst tip, what you need to know next is that Ellie actually has a resource which is called Maelstrom, okay? And you literally get that Maelstrom by using Chain Lightning, Lava Burst, Ice Fury, Lightning Bolt, and it has a maximum capacity, right? You can hold a max amount of 100, or if you pick the right talents you can have up to 150, but you need to spend that resource or else you are losing on damage. And you're telling me, how do you spend that resource, Clunky? Well, it's pretty simple. You got two ways to do it. First up, you got Hurt Shock. Hurt Shock is used in single target situations, all right? And the second one is literally just Earthquake. Earthquake is used in AoE type of situation. It allows you to spend that Maelstrom very fast. You can actually spam it. And what is very good about Earthquake is it actually has a chance to stun your opponent, okay? So it's super good, allows you to keep people in place. And if you put a earthgrab totem, okay, on top of everything, it's gonna keep the mobs in place, the players in place, and on top of dropping a lot of earthquakes, it has a chance to stun them. So it deals kind of okay AoE damage on top of stunning, on top of being super annoying for your enemies. Okay, so you might be asking how I was dropping so many lava bursts when the video started, and I'm gonna explain it right now, right? So the more flame shocks that you have on your target, the more damage you're gonna deal with flame shock, and the more chance you have to proc that lava burst instant ability. What's happening is there's actually a perk right here which is called Surge of Power, and whenever you heart shock, okay, your next spell is going to be empowered. Okay, so we're gonna talk strictly about flame shock here. Let's read the description. Okay, so when you heart shock, your next cast of Flame Shock will also apply Flame Shock to one additional target within 8 yards of the target. So that's one way to actually go ahead and dot multiple target. Okay, we are going to Hurt Shock and then Flame Shock. See? Two targets are affected by our Flame Shock. We're going to do it again. Hurt Shock, Flame Shock. Now we got 4 targets afflicted by our flame shot. We should be getting a lot of procs very fast using this little technique, alright? One thing I wish I knew when I started playing World of Warcraft, when I started playing Elemental Shaman. So you need to prioritize Flame Shock. That should be the first spell that you press ever, okay? The very first spell, Flame Shock, and you make sure to refresh it before it falls off your target, or else you will deal minus damage, alright? So I know most of people right now play with deeply rooted elements, okay? Casting Lava Burst has a 7% chance to activate Ascendance for 6 seconds. So you see where this is going, right? We building Malstrom to put more Flame Shocks, to get more Lava Bursts, to have a better chance at activating a passive ability, which is deeply rooted elements. Every time you cast Lava Burst, you have a 7% chance to activate Ascendance for 6 seconds, which is going to refresh all of your Flame Shocks on your target. So whenever it procs, it refreshes the duration of your Flame Shocks so you don't have to refresh them, and it allows you to deal huge damage. It sends Lava Bursts at everything. It's super fun. That's literally how you want to play Ali Shami right now. Okay, so this is where it gets super interesting, guys, okay? So you can summon pets as Elemental Shaman and Dragonflight, okay? So the first pet that you can summon is called Heart Alley. What it does is basically in PvE, players versus environments versus bots, okay? When you summon it, it's going to aggro all the enemies in front of you. So in short, it's going to allow you to run away or DPS the mobs, just kill them and be safe. That's literally what it does. On top of that, it gives you an extra 15% maximum health. So it's very, very, very good. And if you pick up Primal Elementalist, okay, it makes your Heart Alley a lot stronger. And when you summon it, it's going to stun your target for a couple of seconds on top of dealing some okay damage, all right? And it's going to aggro the mobs as I've explained. So super good. You kind of want to play with that. Next one is going to be Fire Alley. Fire Alley, what it does, basically more damage, okay? But on top of that, the secret tip is whenever you have a Fire Alley active, your Flame Shocks deal damage 33% faster. So every time your Flame Shock ticks, as you know it already, as I've explained, you have a chance to get that free instant Lava Burst. But when you have your Fire Alley, you are basically getting that free instant Lava Burst 33% faster. Every Flame Shock that you have active gives you 30% more chance to get a Lava Burst. Basically, that's what it does. On top of that, what it does is when you summon it, okay, you have access to a Meteor. And when you press the Meteor, what it does, boom, huge damage on your target, okay? So that's something you need to keep in mind. And also there's the Storm Elemental. What it does is every time you cast lightning spells like Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, the cast time of your next Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning is reduced by 3%, stacking up to 10%. So depending on the builds that you will be playing with, it might be good to pick up Storm Alley over your Fire Alley. Here's the awesome secret tech that you deserve for watching my video up until this point, okay? I've actually made a super OP macro that makes it so you have less keys to press. So with my macro, whenever you summon that Heart Healy and you want to stun that target, with my macro, all you have to do is press my macro twice. So you summon the Heart Healy and then you press it again and it goes on and it stuns your target, which is super good. It saves you a bunch of keys because you know it, man. Look at all those keys, look at all of them, man. There's a lot of keys, so it saves you one freaking keybind. Same thing for Fire Alley. I'm gonna link down these macros in the description for thanking you guys for watching my stuff up until this point. So same thing for Fire Alley. I'm gonna summon my Fire Alley and I'm gonna press the same macro that summons my Fire Alley, and it's going to drop a Fire Meteor right on top of my target. So it saves you a bunch of time, saves you a bunch of keybinds, and it makes the gameplay a lot more fun in my opinion, alright? Another great secret tech macro that I wish I found earlier is literally being able to put my cursor over an enemy and press Flame Shock. Never having to actually target the enemy, okay? So let's see, I'm targeting that PvP training dummy in front of me, and I would have flame shock the guys on my right. I just over my mouse over them, press flame shock, boom. The same thing goes for primordial wave. I can actually throw my primordial wave on top of these dummies without having to target them, which is super, 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 super good. Because as elemental shaman, the key that you're gonna press the most is flame shock. Literally, and you want to be able to cast those flame shocks as fast as possible. Look, I'm not even targeting these guys, and I'm putting my flame shocks on everything. Oh, that lucky proc actually looks super good, and I'm spinning my flame shocks, and I don't even need to actually target those guys. So I'm never switching my target, applying a bunch of flame shocks to everything, and pumping a lot of freaking lava bursts all the time, guys. So make sure to check down in the description. I'm gonna link down all of my macros there, so you guys can actually just copy and paste it in your own gameplay and start having fun right away. Also, I have the same macro for my roots, my stun, everything. I also have the same macro for my earthquake, so wherever I'm pointing my cursor, I'm actually dropping an earthquake right away. It's super fast, makes the gameplay a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot more fun. The last little tip that I want to talk about in this guide for you guys, and I kind of assume that you already know about it, man, but I feel like I need to talk about it, alright? So as a chamois, you have a bunch of buffs that you need to keep active on yourself at all times. Like Flame Tongue Weapon, what it does, basically when you talent to it, it improves your fire spell damage by 5%, okay? You got Heart Shield, which is right here, basically healing you whenever you take damage. It increases the healing on you whenever you have that buff active on yourself by 20%. So in conjunction with your healing stream totem, like it provides very, very good healings, super easy. It's just one global, it's instant, on top of like boosting the healing from your healing surge. So you need to actually keep these buffs active on yourself, as well as what is called lightning shield. Yes, so you need to keep these buffs active on yourself at all times. It's going to make you a way better chamois, man, because right now healing stream is actually super broken, guys. You need to use that talent. It's right here, healing stream totem with swirling currents. Does insane healings. It's super cheap, super, super, super short cooldown. Alright, so thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video that I made for you guys. And if you like my video, please share my stuff to your friends. Watch my PvP content when I'm trying the freaking most insane one-shot builds. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this build and also my other videos to all of your friends who are interested in World of Warcraft. Please help me grow my channel, man. My dream is to actually make money playing this very great game, and if you can actually help me reach that goal, man, I'm gonna be so happy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next one, gentlemen. Take care.